Hello and welcome back to the Deviant Duo with myself, Dax.
And me, Quincy.
So Quincy, another episode. Can you believe we've already done a few of these?
I know we're starting to get on a roll with these. It's a bit scary, to be honest. It's lining up all these amazing guests. They're so amazing. We've got so many coming up in the future.
I think it's always exciting to meet and talk to new people, but there's always that little bit of nerves there because, but it's always exciting because you get to hear new perspectives, their take on the Kink community and kind of what they do in their personal time. I will let you introduce our guest today.
Oh, why do I get to introduce again?
Of course.
I love introducing these people. So it's really interesting that we're talking straight off the bat about community and different people because we've got an amazing individual that has tried to help the puppy community connect. They've designed their own card game called Bone Battle. I only got to recently talk to them in the past months, but we've talked to them on and off for the last few weeks, and I'm really excited to welcome our guest, Joker.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So, Joker, it gave you a bit of an intro. What we're going to do this week is we're going to do it a little bit differently, and we're going to probe you. We're going to do some, not alien fetish, but we're going to probe you. We're just going to give you a few little questions to warm you up. And we're just going to ask you a few nice questions just to get you warmed up and get some more information out of you about Bone Battle and about connecting in our community, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
So I'll go in with the first question. The first question is, what is your main fetish or kink?
Or kink, yeah. You gave me the question before to know what's coming on me, and I actually thought that's not so easy to answer because I think many guys can just say, yeah, I'm into fisting. I like to get fisted or whatever, but that doesn't work for me because for me it's kind of a mix of things. We have to stop. Nope, doesn't work.
Hey there, this is Editing Dax with a little message about what you're about to hear. Joker is a nervous pupper, and he did have some confidence issues that he was worried about before he came on the show. Unfortunately, he got really nervous here. We were going to remove all of this, but afterwards he actually messaged us and asked us to keep it in so that you, the viewer, could see just how he overcame his fear so that he could get his message out to the community. We have a lot of love and respect for Joker, so it might be a little bit awkward, but he's a brave pupper, and we're really glad that he decided to push on and complete the episode. And with that, back to the episode. That's quite all right. Take your time.
Nope, stop it. Nope. Okay.
It's okay.
Fuck, I'm getting a dry mouth already. I can't.
It's totally okay. You were going so well with that answer. I think really, in all honesty, you answered the questions. We haven't really got one. It's a mix of things. That is an absolutely fine answer to give. Don't feel that you need to give more. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Still, Oof.
It's the warm-up. It's the first question.
Yeah,
don't stress. There is no. It sounds weird. It's a podcast. There isn't a need to talk. Don't feel that you need to give this exceptional answer every time. I've done these sort of things. I've been in interviews. Sometimes just going, I haven't really got one. To be honest, it's a lot more complicated for me. That is an absolute fine answer.
I have the answer. I have it even standing in some notes to just to remember. But I can't find the words right when I need it.
I've got loads of notes on my phone, and like last week notes go out the window. It is absolutely fine. Just take a breather, take a drink. I can either ask the question again, or I'm happy with the answer that we got, and I can move on if you wish. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it this way. I've got a plan.
That's dangerous.
That's dangerous. So I'm going to do it this way. So, Joker, hello.
Hey, Quincy.
Hey. So I've known you briefly, only chatted to you through Telegram, but obviously I worked with the Bone Battle idea over the last few weeks. So you say that you've got a mix of kinks and fetishes, but you do wear a pup hood, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. So describe what you look like in pup play, because obviously this is a podcast. We do put out a photo for your guest guide, but obviously people don't see who you are. So how would you describe yourself to people? What colour is your pup hood? What sort of energy do you have?
What sort of energy do I have? I think I'm a quiet one.
Yeah.
Maybe that's also the reason it's white. I don't know. It's actually white just by not accident, but it just got to white. I actually started with blue, or I thought I'd start with blue, and just got a white one to have a backup.
Yeah.
And white is also much more easy to combine with gear, which I didn't have back then. I didn't have much gear, maybe a harness or something, but that's it. In fact, I soon realized white was much more. I liked it much more. It looked better, or I thought I looked better with the white muscle. So,
I agree. I'm black, white, and grey, so go monochrome.
Yeah. And it's much more easy, as I said. It's much more easy to combine with all kind of gear, even with colors. So it's not a mix of things. Recently, though, because it always has been kind of my favorite color, I also got a yellow one, but not the default yellow one you can buy, the default yellow muzzle, but more like a darker yellow. I've painted myself. Why?
So
I don't know, just because.
I was just going to say, is it chose dark yellow because you're into like dark piss play or something weird? But I don't want to presume.
I'm also into piss play.
But
That's not necessarily the reason. I like yellow. That it also stands for piss play is okay to me, because it's true. So why not?
Just a little coincidence.
Yeah, coincidence, yeah.
Coincidence.
Do you follow the hanky code, or do you just pick the colors because you like them?
I don't follow them, no. I don't think any pub does it. Everyone just picks the color.
Do.
Some
do?
do. Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
I do as well.
Really? What's your color?
Orange.
Orange. What is orange?
Anything
goes.
Baby.
So what is white then?
I think if I'm right, it's cum, isn't it?
Hold on, I have this saved somewhere.
So, beat my meat, I'll do us both. So it's like jerking off, cum, milker, milky.
Milky.
The one thing I have an issue with white is I love it myself. It's a great colour, fits with everything. It gets dirty.
Okay, I found my hanky code list.
That must not be a bad thing. White socks are much more popular than black ones, at least for me, because you can see the filth, and that's the hot thing. Besides,
we're finding out. We're finding out Joker's a dirty puppy. That's what we're finding out here on the podcast.
I've got my hanky code up, and white is for beat my meat or jerk off.
Yeah, I said this. Yeah. I said this. I've been through it already. Too slow, Dax.
I'm sorry, I have to find files, all right?
You obviously talked about, so you said your first sort of thing was puphood. So what got you interested? Why did you buy a hood to begin with?
I think it's actually just because I've seen online porn.
Yeah.
Guys, I think, who are hot, guys who are hot, and I like the masks, at least the new ones.
Yep.
And yeah, maybe it's also just the mystery behind it, not to know who it really
Who's
is.
Joker?
Yeah, not and necessarily for me, but who is the other guy I'm
Oh,
interacting with,
okay.
or I'm watching. I don't know who he is, but I can see his eyes, see his body, I can interact with him, I can have fun with him, but it's a mystery of who he is, like wearing a mask, whatever mask, and the pup mask just also looks good. It looks cute. Yeah, I'm not necessarily into the pub play thing myself, but I did it. It's a nice role play, or can be. It's not just that thing for me. For me, it's much more the headspace thing, and yeah, being someone else with wearing that mask and feeling kind of safe, because then it's not me anymore.
Yeah.
I vibe with that. I totally vibe with that.
So it's like sort of a bit like you have this headspace that other puppies have, but it's more that you just switch into a different personality that isn't fully pup play, but is anonymity involved. And you like the anonymity that's involved, and you just find puppets really hot
Yeah.
at the end of the day. I don't blame you.
Totally
By
understandable.
now, by now I know that it's much more with all this, with all the pub community,
Yeah.
because it's nothing else than very, for me it's nothing else than very playful kinksters.
Yeah.
It's a community in a community with a big, a very spread of kinks, all kind of kinks, all covered in the pub thing. Yeah, the pub community is actually just the playful kind of community
Playful
in
kinksters.
some way. Yeah, yeah.
I like that. I like that. Pups are the playful kinksters. I like that one. We bring joy and energy everywhere we go.
And they are very welcoming. That's also
Yes.
the big
Yeah.
thing. Not saying other kinksters aren't, but that's what I
Ooh,
experienced.
drama.
Ooh, it's time for a kink feud.
Joker says that no other community apart from pup play is welcoming.
I was always been frightened to go somewhere. I always knew I'm a kinkster. I wasn't aware of what this means, but there was always this. Oh my God, Folsom, Berlin. One day, maybe one day I'm going there, but all those kinksters, and how do I fit in there? And fuck, no, I can't do that. And then was the day, or when I broke up with my non-kinkster ex-boyfriend. I was talking with a friend, Django, and right after the breakup, we booked the flight to the next Folsom, and yeah, that was the my big entry into the kink scene, I guess. I went there as pup. I also made Django a pup.
Okay.
I've been a pup back then already. I had
You
him as
converted. You
I
converted someone
converted.
else.
Yeah. So we both went there as pups. Back then I also had my blue muzzle. And yeah, I have been there the first time. And at the puppy walk, actually, which was amazing, because for me as introvert, it's much more easy to not necessarily connect, but interact, because it's a walk. I'm there to go for a walk, and that's the action I'm doing. That's what I'm there for. And talking is not the focus. The focus is being there, having fun, having doing that walk with other pups, and connecting and talking just happens. I really loved the walk and all those pups there. It felt amazing to see so many pups at one place, and little Joker in there with his first treats actually to give away, and yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice.
I think
Yeah.
that's a pretty wholesome story.
So you've described yourself as quite an introvert, and I think that connects to quite a lot of people in the pup community. I myself have anxiety. It can be a lot. These can be really big events, and I really liked how you described you went for an activity and then stuff happens naturally. Is that something that you look for when you go to events? Is it that do you struggle with the starting a conversation? Is that what you mean by introverted? I just wanted to know a bit more about that.
Yeah, it's very much that. Talking to people is just no. Small
Yeah.
talk, no. Fuck me, no. I can't. What? Huh? I can't handle that. I need something to do. It's the same with when I'm with my family at home, just sitting there, them drinking coffee or whatever, and just talking. It stresses me. I can't just sit there, do nothing, and talk. It doesn't work for me. I need something to do. So whenever I'm at home, I try to get something to play. I'm very happy to have my nephew and niece there. So they always want to play. So we have some board games or some card games, and then everyone else joins in and we play something. And then also happens the talking, or the same with friends. I don't just go out there and yeah, let's go for a coffee or something. No, please not. Let's go somewhere, come to my place, let's play something, a board game or PlayStation, whatever. Give me something to do, or let's go for a walk, let's do something easy, and everything else just happens. That's the way
Yeah.
it works
Yeah.
for me. Put the
I like
focus
that.
on something
I
else. And
I agree with that.
yeah.
Like I love having a games night at the flat where we just kind of sit and play Jackbox or something. I don't know, have you played Jackbox before?
I don't know what Jackbox is.
Oh, it's really fun. It's like the best thing is that because it's party games, so you can get the Jackbox Party Pack. This is not sponsored, by the way. You can get it on PC, you can get it on PlayStation, you can get it on Xbox. And basically, you run the game on whatever console or you're using, but everyone uses their phone as a remote to connect to the game.
Yeah, I know such games. Yeah.
They're a lot of fun, and I think that like they're good ways to have really fun conversations. Things can take a bit of a dark humor turn.
Oh God.
Like they always bring out the worst in people, but in the best way. Is the way I always see it.
That sounds like a fun night.
Oh, it's
Game.
so fun.
It engages people, and you start having conversations and jokes with each other, and that's what connection's about, really, isn't it?
Absolutely. Like I 100% agree. Like as someone that is definitely ADHD, I have to be doing multiple things at once. Like I can't just sit and chat. Like my brain's like, okay, what can we be doing? So I'm usually, even when I'm doing game dev stuff, like I'll have one monitor open with like YouTube so that I can have noise on in the background. But like when I'm at family gatherings, thankfully I have my nephew who has way too much energy for a 5-year-old, and he is just constantly bouncing from, oh, we're playing with this, oh, we're doing this, oh, we're going to talk about this, I'm going to talk about that. And his big obsession at the minute is Minecraft. Man, I thought, being that I've played Minecraft since it came out, I knew everything about Minecraft. Nope, I'm so wrong. My nephew knows a lot more than I do.
So, Joker, was that sort of the idea behind Bone Battle? Was that the reason that you started this card game? Was it that you wanted something more related to your kink identity that you wanted to play with your pup friends, or what was? Well, why did you start it?
Why did I start Bone Battle? I didn't start it because of the idea of easier connecting with someone. That was the tweet thing in general. I started to make tweets with Django. It was Django's idea for first foursome to make tweets as free giveaways to pups, and then to connect or have something to talk or spread joy and whatsoever. And I like all this crafting and being creative. And I thought about new tweets, and because I'm Joker and I played a lot of traditional card games where also Jokers are in there. So I knew that Joker cards, and I thought about making a Joker card with pictures of me on them, but also needed a reason to. I can't just make a Joker card with a pic of me on it and give it away.
You just can't have one card. I mean, that's not a deck of cards, is it?
But the idea of it all was to have fortune cookie like sayings in puppy based sayings on the cards, and put a scratch area on it to reveal it, and that was my second tweet, my Joker cards. So it's a basic card with a picture on me, a scratch area to scratch off, and have a nice puppy based saying on it, like you bring out the best in everyone you lick.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Cheesy.
And I made a lot of those cards, and I gave them away just like that. And many pups asked me if these are trading cards, or if these are to collect, or if these are Pokemon cards. And I said, no, it isn't. But many pups were asking about it, or had the idea that this is such trading cards. And then I thought about, well, why not doing something like that? And some pups also told me about it's such a nice way to connect with people, to have a giveaway. But many pups just don't know what to make and give away. So I try to think about something that makes sense to give away for everyone to join. Also to make it like a game, because everyone came up with this trading card game idea already. So I picked it up. I thought about the quartet games, and yeah, the idea popped up my head to just do it with my kinks and interests. And whoever wants to join can show off their interests, their kinks, and give away their kind of kinkster business cards. And yeah, that's how it actually started.
Okay, that's really cool. I sort of introduced you to Bone Battles, didn't I? Said, look, there's an amazing guest that I want on.
Yeah.
They do this trading card, so you probably don't know as much as me. So, what do you want to know about them?
So I'm a very big fan of card games. I have played quite a lot, mainly digital ones like Slay the Spire and Balatro. Very big fan of Balatro. So when you said it's all about Jokers, like the Joker card was your inspiration, I was like, oh, this sounds kind of like Balatro, which, again, major fan of. So how can people get involved with Bone Battle cards? Because, again, very interested.
How do you mean who can they?
So how do people get involved? How do they get their own Bone Battle cards?
Yeah. As it's just me creating those cards, I I need to get their data, so they have to find, or I'll send them to my link tree, to the Bone Battle link tree actually, where to find the how to get your own card, some instructions. It actually just lists the data needed for the card, like name and height and shoe size or whatever, socials maybe on the card, country, and what their interests are in gear. That's one of the boxes, one of the bone counts
Yep.
you have to put on there, and the other box about the kinks. So that form explains what to send in what way. So yeah, they have some description, some explanation, what the kink means, whatever, how to spread the bones on the card, and then they get to me on Insta, send me the data, I will collect it, open Photoshop, prepare the card, send the finished card to them, check if everything is all right, and they can print it themselves. They cannot print it at home because all the cards have to look the same, so you can actually play it, and
Yep.
no one can see maybe or know what card is in their hands, in the opponent's hands. So I've made instructions for how to order them on some online shops. Actually, I only made one online shop for European pubs. Pub Dream was helping with finding another shop with worldwide shipment. So the pubs can choose which shop they wanna use, upload their front, their card, upload the backside, which I also designed, and order whatever amount of cards they think they want to give away. And that's how it
Okay.
works. Every pub has its own card, gets only one card, and can give it away at any event and collect from others until you have a deck to maybe play with. Most pubs don't play the game. And I knew that before because, yeah, let's be honest, why play a game? It's much too complicated. It's much more fun to just collect it. And that's what it's about, actually. Having a reason to go to other pubs or make up a reason to ask, do you have a bone battle card, or do you want my bone battle card, or look what I have, let's talk about it, whatever. You can show the card and actually talk about your kinks on there. It shows your kinks, but it doesn't tell if you're if you're top or bottom, are you dom or sub or whatever. So it reveals something, but not everything, and there's so much left to dig into.
Okay, that is really cool. So if people are wanting to play the game, where would they do that? Can they do it in person, or is there a particular website or something that they can use?
Well, yeah, they can do it in person. I've managed to come up with some game rules with actually 3 different game modes: Omega, Beta, and Alpha. Omega is the simplest one, Alpha the most complex ones, with some special abilities and special cards and whatever. It's complicated, but once you know it, I think it's actually pretty easy to play, and you can play it just anywhere.
Okay.
There also is the web version of the game, and that's another aspect of this project I'm proud of. I have to say, yeah, I'm proud of, because I didn't think it would go in that direction, but so many pubs came to me and wanted to add to it. So one pub makes the editor, the preview, so you don't have to use the online form and read it. So just a web page to enter the data, upload the image, and choose your kinks. Another pub is making the app, a simple collector's app, his first app actually, just to try it out.
Ooh.
With the topic of bone battle, just to click on the cards, and that's the cards I have already. I can search for the cards I don't have, and links to Insta to see how to connect with that pub and get that card. And the third and biggest one maybe is Argon, who makes the online game version of Bone Battle, who Argon really implemented all the game rules, all 3 different modes. Well, actually, it's 4 by now. There's a quick and dirty mode now. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, there's also the online game version of Bone Battle. I'm very curious about how this is going to turn out because, as I just said, most pubs just are into collecting and meeting other pubs and trading their cards. But the online game makes it easier to also play the game. So I'm very curious about how many pubs are going to really play it right there. And then also maybe playing it offline because they learned the rules by playing it online. So yeah, that's what I'm actually pretty proud of, and I really like to that so many pubs are adding to it.
Yeah, it seems awesome, and I'm really hoping that a lot more pups get involved with it, so that not only can I have my own card, but I can collect other pups and then start battling. Maybe we should see about having tournaments at Darklands.
You did sort of do that, didn't you, Joker?
What I did, and that wasn't my idea either. Some pubs came to me and, why don't we make a meetup? There needs to be some place to where everyone can get to at a specific time so we can all trade. And I thought, nah, who needs that? No one needs that. You can collect and trade wherever and whenever you want to. But yeah, 3 pubs in the end came to me with that idea to have an official meetup. And I said, yeah, if you can find the right guys or a place that don't make it too big, why not? And yeah, they kicked it off, and we finally had a Bone Battle meetup at Darklands at the Camp 9. And so many pubs have been there. It was amazing. It was awesome to watch all the pubs trading those cards. Everyone was pulling out the cards, holding in their hands, and standing there in circles. And yeah, there's my card. Oh, I don't have your cards. Do I have your card already? I don't know. No matter. Give it to me. And I've been in there too, giving away starter packs. That's 10 random cards I'm putting in black bags, sealing, heat sealed, so no one can look into it. So it's really 10 random cards. And I made them to battle for it. So I didn't do a tournament or a real game, but that's when I kind of invented the quick and dirty mode with just playing one simple round, telling the bone count of one single gear interest or a kink, and if you battle me, you get one of the starter packs.
Oh,
Even if you lost, I also give them away if you lost.
oh, that's cute.
You've also got Easter Berlin, so I'm not sure. I think we might be, when this release, we might be coming up to Easter Berlin, or it might have been. But you also, off the back of Darklands, you're also doing Easter Berlin, aren't you?
I am, yeah. I'm at East Berlin too.
There's a bone battle meetup, isn't there, or not? Or did I see that wrong?
There is kinda a meetup as well. We are combining it with the puppy walk. I've talked
Oh,
to
okay.
the
Oh, smart.
I've talked to the one to the guy who is organizing the puppy walk, and we will I will just come early and stay longer after the walk, so everyone is gathering already, and if you want to trade in peace, you can come earlier too. Battle me for new starter packs, and also maybe after the walk just to stay longer and also battle me for some starter packs. And yeah, hopefully everyone takes his cards with him to have something to trade. Yeah, so that's the idea for Easter Berlin, because the weather says should be fine, not rainy.
But something that I do love while you're talking about this is, so I didn't realise how many people were involved in this. So the card game is really good at connecting people. You said like people coming up to you, asking about, do you want to swap? Some people even go up and go, oh, do you have a bone battle card? And they go, no, what's a bone battle card? And it really does start conversation. It's so great at connecting people and just breaking that first barrier. But on top of this, you seem to have also created this connection in organizing Bone Battle, that there's this community of people who are connecting and working together to make an app, to make a website, to help with the game rules, to help sort out meetups. And it's really impressive how this has just seemed to have kicked off and connecting so many people. Like, just how proud do you feel that something that you just thought, well, I'll just make a Joker card, it'll be fine. It's just a bit of fun. How proud are you that this has gone so far?
As you said, it really is impressive, and I have to say I'm very impressed by all the pups who come up with new ideas and how to put this on the next level. And yeah, there aren't just pups coming, but also handlers and or the motocross or biker or whatever Kingster actually. So this all adds up to find a way to make it even bigger and have new ways of other Kingsters to join and make Bone Battle even bigger.
Yeah. Because you've got some special cards now for handlers and some adjacent communities, haven't you? You're starting special cards.
I have some special cards now. Yeah. Why are there special cards? The thing with the Bone Battle cards, the combat cards, where you have the picture on top and the kinks in the bottom two boxes. The thing is, there are some pups who may not be as kinky and don't have much bones to put on there. Just a few words to the bones. You
just keep saying bones, and I just want bones now. You keep saying bones, and I'm like, give me a bone, give me a bone.
But I'm limiting it to 50 to 70 bones, just to have a balanced out card. So I needed to find a way to balance the cards, because I don't want cards to be stronger or more worth than others, because we are all the same. You're not more worth than anyone else just because you're more kinky or you have some title or you're more popular. Everyone is the same. So everyone has to have a bone count from 50 to 70. I can cut off at 70. They just have to prioritize their kinks. but it's not as easy with being not as kinky, because you can't put 50 bones there.
Yeah.
It's hard to. Yeah, I'm not that kinky. But I also don't want to have a weak card, because the card is weak. It may be, it doesn't matter for just collecting a card, but for the game itself and the idea of the game, it would be a weak card. That's why I came up with two things. First, the dog tricks. Dog trick is nothing else than I'm putting it as replacement for some attribute which has some special ability, some action, making the card stronger and the game balanced out. And the other thing you mentioned are the special cards, which also are for pups who don't feel good exposing the kinks. Maybe because they are not as kinky, or they just don't want to tell, but still would like to have a card. And also for other kinksters like handlers or pup friends who aren't pups, because the combat card is for pups. You need to have a color, because two of the game modes also include the color for some abilities. You want to have your name on the card, and so that's what the special cards are for. Special cards are nothing else than a booster, an individual booster, which is going to boost the combat cards. Like, you can put 2 bones on your attack or on your defense, or you can take back a card of your knockout pile, or whatever. There also is a horny jail. Whenever there is a tie in your current battle round, these 2 cards have to go in the horny jail, and the next round starts, and whoever is winning that round also gets the cards from the horny jail. And the one special card is to you can free all your pup friends from the horny jail and get your card back before it maybe gets eliminated. So special cards are in the sense of the game, it's a booster for the combat cards, and for the kinksters, it's a way to join the game, even if you're not that kinky, or you don't feel safe with revealing your kinks, or you're just not a pup.
Yeah, it's great. It's so
That's great,
accessible to everyone.
I've got to ask one last question, then I think we need to get on with some other stuff. But I am asking about special cards. So obviously there few people could have special cards. I was wondering, could the Deviant Duo, could the podcast have a special card? Is that too much to ask for?
Ooh.
What you're talking about now is one of the next levels of bonebattle. I'm thinking about, like, adding events or brands. Like, I would really love to have Mr. S leather on one of the
that would be cool.
cards. Yeah. Because obviously Mr. S leather and all the pup hoods. So
they do know about you.
I know a certain ex-title holder that could probably speak to Mr. Christopher and Amp.
Well, I did show Amp your cards at Darklands. Yeah, he really loved them. He thought they was such a great idea.
Maybe he needs a card.
I did say when you're going to get a card, I'd love to swap.
I'm not asking anyone to join. I always thought, I didn't want to ask anyone to join. My idea is anyone who wants a card comes to me and asks for it, because I don't want to talk anyone into it. That's not the idea of it.
I will.
You want a card, you want to give it away. That's the idea. Come to me and ask. I would love to have so many pups to also join, but I don't want to talk them into it. And
You've got 372 at the moment from what I was just looking at Instagram, and probably when this podcast come out, you'll probably have 400. That's for someone who's not going out and saying get a card. That's bloody amazing. 400
lot, yeah.
puppies.
Well, it's actually a really interesting business model because, in a way, it's self-advertising. You know,
It is.
do you play Bone Battle cards? No? Okay, well, you can have one of mine to start. And then they go, oh, shit. Well, now I need to get my own ones. And then they do the same. And it just kind of, it spreads. It's an ingenious business model.
It's like an SDI.
Many pups came to me like an STI. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess that's one thing to call it, yeah.
Many pups came to me and said, yeah, I've got this card or lots of cards at Darklands and Doggy Weekend or wherever. And how do I get one myself? Yeah, happened quite a lot already.
So when you're on the next step, remember us. Remember we brought you on the podcast. We would like to be the first ones in the new part. So yeah.
You would have to think about a title and description of the booster.
Oh, that's it. We could do that right away now. Come on. So we've got the title, the Deviant Duo. That's the podcast. And I think, Dax, come up with something that we could do.
Chaos plus 100%.
Yeah, like something chaotic. Oh, reshuffle the whole deck.
Something
You have to-
chaotic. That's nice.
Yeah.
Because
You
it
have
has
to.
to be.
You can mix knockout the cards from knockout pile with your actual deck or something like that.
Yeah,
Ooh.
something like a reshuffle,
Like
like a forced reshuffle.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if you swapped? You could even swap discard piles. Swap discard pile and reshuffle into your deck. That would be so chaotic.
Yeah, but
Okay.
then how do you get your cards back? That would scare
You
me.
don't. You
That would
don't.
scare
It's
me.
chaos.
Oh, that would be scary.
I really think we can do something with that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We'd love to work with you on that.
That would be really cool. Yeah.
It'd be so awesome. I want to know from you personally, what is a moment that captures community to you? What captures our community?
What captures our community?
Yeah. Like, what's a memory from your time in the scene? What goes, that is what community is to me? Like, one memory.
Maybe it's when I was the first time at Folsom and being fangirling about Pub Bude.
Oh, understandable.
And I've seen him at that booth. He was working actually, taking pictures with everyone who's coming by, and not even expensive gear, just some cheap shorts and a cheap harness. My first Folsom with some treats in my hand, the first brickbox set I've made with Django. And I need 3 or 4 rounds or twice to actually get to Bude and give him that treat, as I wouldn't have found the right words. So I just said, I have something for you, hey Bude, and whatever. And he was so welcoming. He was so nice, even though he's so popular, and he was one reason for me to join as pup, because he was one of the few pup I've seen out there. And he was so welcoming, and as actually everyone else is of the pups. The whole pup community, it's just, you're one of us, and that's the feeling you get. And I gave him the treats, I got my hugs, I was fucking nervous, I almost got a heart attack because I didn't know what to say and how to. I was there, gave him the treats, got a hug, no small talk, nothing, because I couldn't handle it, and I went away. And I was right after the adrenaline rush, the dopamine rush came, and I was happy, and yeah, and that's yeah. I think that's
Yeah,
the
that's just,
word, the
that's really
welcoming
nice.
way of
Yeah,
that
I've
community.
I've only ever heard good things about Bidet, and I remember like when I first seen him like online and stuff, I was like, man, he's not only very attractive, but like he's like slightly intimidating. I was like, no, I wouldn't want to speak to someone like me. But everyone that I've spoke to says that he is one of the nicest guys that you'll ever meet.
Well,
He
if
really,
Bidet listens to this, he might want to come on and speak to us.
I'd be more than happy to have Bidet on the podcast.
he really
Oh,
is. I'm in more. I'm texting with him every now and then now, and yeah, he's also one of the few pups I was so happy and surprised that he came to me and asked for a bone battle card.
oh.
Oh,
So
So what number
got,
is he?
yeah, he's one of the early ones. He got
Ah.
17.
wow, that's
Ooh.
very early.
Yeah, very, very early. So that was very surprising, and I was more than happy to make his card. And he got his second version of the card, because I thought about when I created the cards, I thought about what if your kinks evolve, because we all know our kinks change
Yep.
in time, or you get a better pick you want to show on your card. And Bude is also the first one with an evolved card. He got a new pick on it and changed his kinks a little, and yeah. So actually has two versions of his card. He has still his number 17, but behind the card number there's also kind of timestamp, the year and the month. So now he has 17, 20, 26, 03, I think that's his current version. So also
Really interesting. Dax, would you like to ask the last question that we've got?
Sure. Oh, it's a fun one.
Oh, sure. It's the fun one. That's why I told you. Do you want to ask it? Because I thought you want to have a bit of fun now.
Of course. So, have you ever been caught engaging in your kink or fetish?
several times. To make the story short, many people know me from Tumblr. That's actually when I started with my kinky life, what it's all about, and I was doing my kinda exhib show off stuff on Tumblr, showing online, especially showing myself at risky public or outdoor spaces, getting naked, jerking off. It's not about but it wasn't about getting caught or seen. That's not the kink for me. I don't want to bother people who aren't into that.
However,
But yeah, I I got quite daring, because I like that mind fuck that's in there, that danger, that the thrill of the danger. And yeah, it also happened that I got caught, sadly not by like-minded people. At least I don't think that they would have been into it. There was that one time when I
where was it? Where?
in the gym. When I
Oh,
was in the gym, actually, I was on cam with some Dom. He pushed the right buttons. He mindfucked me. He pushed me. I was kneeling on the floor, pants down, shirt off, even had something written on my chest, hands behind my head, looking at my phone, seeing myself in the camera, because I wasn't seeing him. He was only seeing me. On my phone in the camera, I've seen that a guy came in behind me.
oh God.
I'm very much sure he has seen me kneeling there, butt naked, and Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm not into that. I'm not into getting caught. It kills the mood immediately. I get dressed
Yeah.
and just act like
Run
nothing
away.
happened, and yeah, bye bye. That's it. Yeah, I got caught
Oh,
sometimes.
Yeah.
we'll have to get you back on the podcast and go for just do a new one each time.
I think that was a pretty damn good explanation of getting caught. I think it's now.
Deviant download?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it time for Deviant download? Your time to educate and learn with us, Quincy and Dax. And this time it's Joker. So sit down and listen for Deviant download.
But anyway, on to your segment, not mine. We're here to
Yeah,
talk
on
about
to my
yours, not
one.
mine.
As usual, I'll introduce the question. We will have a little graphic that comes on online, just having a bit of a debrief and just having a view about it, so you can easily scroll on your phone rather than listen through the whole podcast. But the question today is how to connect in the kink and fetish community. So today we've talked a lot about the bone battle cards, a great way to connect. We talked a bit about anxiety and that you could be very anxious going out in public, meeting people. One of my first things that I was going to say is start small. You don't feel like you have to go to Darklands or Folsom. We keep talking about these huge events because it's somewhere that a lot of people connect and people know, but there are smaller events that are out there which you can connect with people. Going to different bars and maybe just meeting one person is a goal enough for you. So Dax, you went to Folsom. You went to a big one on your first time, didn't you?
Yeah.
Never been to Folsom. For me, it was
Those Darklands.
Darkland's my first one.
Yeah. Joker was Folsom. Folsom was your first event, wasn't it, Joker?
Yep.
This would mean some people just go to big ones. I went to a small one in Southampton, but sometimes you can just go to the big events. Joker, how did you manage the big event for your first time?
Well, I wouldn't have been able to go there by myself. For
Yeah.
me, it's always I need to go there with someone else I like and trust, with maybe also the same interest, but just to feel kind of, let's say, safe. I don't know how to tell. So that's the big thing for me. Doing it together with someone you like, you trust, and as soon as I know it, I know the place, know the location, how everything goes, I could or can do it on my own as well. But just to get in there, find someone else to do it with, and go from there.
I think safety is a really important thing when we're talking about events in general. And if you feel safe, you feel more open and you have less anxiety going into those spaces. So having someone to go with is a really good example of something that you can do to make sure that, one, you're safe, but two, you feel more comfortable in that space. So that's really good. Dax, did you do anything on your first event? How did you connect with people?
So originally I had booked to go to Darklands by myself, but my partner at the time, when we started dating, I'd already booked my tickets, but he was interested, so he decided to come with me. So we went together, and it was just kind of like when we were there, I was smoking cigarettes at that point. I know I'm now just a filthy vapor, but at the time when I was smoking cigarettes, I would just talk to people at the smoking area and then kind of made friends from there. And that's how I met some Irish pups, and kind of became friends with them that way. Because as much as I like to pretend that I'm a very confident and outgoing individual, I get really bad social anxiety at times. But I've always found that the best place to make friends is the smoking area. So
yes,
that was just kind of my go-to, is that like you just go, you have a smoke, and I think it's because people are busy having a smoke, and nicotine is a natural relaxant, that you can just, stand and talk to people, because, what else are they going to do? you just either stand there and smoke, which is kind of boring, or you can talk to people.
We don't recommend smoking to get over anxiety. Just as a quick one there. But I do think you touched on something really important there, is that at the smoking area, and there's other spaces where they're quieter.
Yes.
Do you mean they're not as busy? They're smaller spaces, sometimes a bit more isolated from the hustle and bustle of the bigger event.
Yeah.
And those spaces where it is quieter and more chill can be really good spaces. One, for you to recharge from a big event.
Yeah.
But also to connect to people, because something that I was going to get onto is that everyone was a newcomer once.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that if it's your first time going to an event or even a large event like Darklands or Folsom, trying to find people that you can fit in with can sometimes be a very overwhelming task, especially if you have social anxiety or you're not the most outgoing person. Finding people that you can resonate with can sometimes be a challenge, but I've always found that using the quieter spaces, such as the smoking areas, is usually a really good place, because people tend to be more social in those areas. If you're on a dance floor and you've got loud music, bright flashing lights and loads of people about you dancing and also having their own conversations, trying to connect with people can be very difficult because it's very overwhelming.
Two things there as well is that people are very welcoming. Yes. If in the right space. And I think at the end of the day, the people who have been there loads of times are experts on this, really. They know what it's like to feel nervous the first time. Everyone is very comfortable and very relaxed. And if in the right space, a lot of people will support you. It is a very supportive community. Joker has proven that today with their Bone Battle cards and the way that everyone wants to engage. It is a very supportive community. But the other thing is that it can get busy. But arriving early, scoping out spaces and saying, okay, that dance floor is really busy. I might not go there later when it's going to get even busier. Or, do you mean? Or that's quite a tight space. I feel that might be a bit of an issue. And getting yourself familiar with space. Joker said, once they went to Folsom the first time, it's easier the next time because you know the space, you know the layout in your own time. So it's really important before an event, try to go early. We all like to stay in bed and cuddle up, but sometimes it is really good to learn the space and look around and just find spaces for you to go and decompress, or find spaces that might be good to connect people in a quieter space. Is there a little seated area near a bar, or is out of the way of the actual bar? Is there a smoking area if you smoke? A quiet little alleyway, just a little way away? Or is there some tables pushed to one side that would be nice? Just try and scope it out. Once you know the space, you get a lot more comfortable. When you're more comfortable, you feel more able to speak to people. The other thing is that Bone Battle, I'm going to go on to this again. I love it. I think it's such a great idea for breaking boundaries with people, having something to go in with. Joker said, what did you bring on your first time to Folsom? You had some treats, didn't you?
Django came up with the idea of, the Lego architecture sets of the Brandenburg Gate, for example.
Yeah.
And he came up with the idea of making something like that, but in tiny as souvenir with the Folsom logo on it and so on, and a minifig with a custom printed pop head for the minifigs, which I painted. So it's a small brick box set showing Berlin, showing the TV tower, Alex, and Folsom logo, a small souvenir as giveaway. I think we made about 20 or something like that, and gave them away for free. And one of it was for Bude. That was been the way for us to connect. First time.
Yeah. So
that's cute.
You obviously don't need as something as big as the Lego set. Not saying you do, but having some treats in your pockets. The amount of people that I know that have got some sweets or some different treats or bone battle card, if you've got a bone battle card, if you've got a Lego set, whatever, just having something to go, oh, would you like a treat? Do you mean? It breaks that barrier sometimes. And
Do you want to
people
know
are like,
what I
oh,
used to have?
what did you used to have, Dax?
So I know that you're going to really judge me for this, but you've seen my tactical vest, haven't you?
Yeah.
On the upper pocket, it's got all of these little bumps that you can slide things into. When I was doing UK events, not when I've done any kind of European ones, I would go to the shop and buy disposable vapes, and I'd get them in the Pride colours. So I would literally have 7 disposable vapes on my jacket, and then anyone that was at the smoking area and didn't have a vape would be like, oh, here you go, you can borrow this one. Oh, here you go. Or people would just like come up and play it like a fucking harmonica and just take all the flavors at once.
But it's weird because it starts a conversation, because sometimes, like Joe was saying, small talk can be really hard.
Yeah.
Especially when you don't know them at all. But if someone has something different, like a card or a treat or so, it breaks that barrier, because you lead in with that, and it's really nice. The other option is doing the groundwork on top of, obviously, research your event. Know what event you're going to before you're going, because that will help you a lot. And then obviously arrive early. I think that's something that should be stated. But actually going online and finding people and going on Instagram and connecting with people, or you've got other apps like Recon and all that sort of stuff. Going on those sort of things, you can go, okay, oh, I followed you last week. I really love your tactical gear. Oh, but where did you get that from? It's not really small talk, because you've engaged in that beginning aspect, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But connecting on social media platforms is a really good way to maybe start a conversation before you actually meet in person. And also, but do be aware of social media, do be aware of online stuff, be aware of red flags. Is there pressure to immediately do something? Are they love bombing you? Trust your gut instinct. Sometimes you do need trust your gut instinct online, but it can be a really good way in starting a conversation. Just saying, hey, I see you're going to this event. Be lovely to see you. Do you mean it can start a conversation off? It doesn't always happen. Events are very big, very busy. You may not see them, or you may just give them a wave, and that wave is enough just to make you feel a bit more comfortable. Yeah. The Kink Confectionery is enormous. It is huge. There are so many different communities, leather, rope, rubber, you know what I mean? There's so many of them that don't feel pressured to pick one. Like Joker at the start was like, I said, what's your main kink and fetish? Joker said, oh, it's hard to pick one. People put a load of different bones on a load of different kinks and fetishes. You don't have to stick to one. And also, don't be worried if you move different groups. Do you mean? If you might be, oh, I got into this in pup play, and then later, oh, actually, I prefer leather. And then maybe you go to pup play again. Don't feel like you're stuck in one scene. You can move quite fluidly, look at different group chats. Joker, do you still use Tumblr now?
Nope.
No, Tumblr banned
Tumblr's
porn
died
a while ago. It's dead.
Time when everyone moved to Twitter or X.
Twitter.
And now everyone's moved to Blue Sky.
Everyone's moved to Blue Sky. It can get quite complicated, but it used to have different groups on Tumblr, so you could follow different interests. It's not as easy nowadays. I felt that was quite easy in the Tumblr days. But sometimes just searching on Instagram or searching on Twitter, do be careful what you search for. But searching on it and finding different niches, finding different communities, you do get to meet a load of different people. Don't feel that you are stuck in that group. I have a lot of people that are like, oh, I've done pup play for so many years. I don't feel like I could do anything else. And that's not the case. You can fluidly move. Dax, do you have anything on that?
Yeah, like personally, when I first went to Darklands, it was just latex that I was into, and it wasn't until 2021, I think, that I started dabbling with pup play, and Dax made his first official appearance at Darklands in 2022. So yeah, I'm an example of someone that kind of changed their more primary kink to something else, and I do switch it up even now. Dax primarily, I was pretty much in the Dax persona for the entire Darklands this year, but I was constantly changing between my kind of primary of the puppy and going between leather and latex. And you don't need to just have one main thing. You can have multiple, and I certainly do.
Yeah. Joko, anything you want to add?
I would actually say it's very important to explore. Try things out, even if you're scared or you think that's nothing for you. You may be surprised what you are actually into, or you just then no, that's not for me.
Yeah.
Because yeah, you can't know until you've tried. I always thought I may be into to getting flogged or something, but by now I pretty soon learned no, I'm not into pain at all. Cock torture maybe, yeah, that's a nice one.
Interesting.
Pain
Writes
kills my
notes
mood.
down.
Pain kills my mood, and except for cock torture.
Cause pain in cock. Okay, I've got that written down, Joker.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
I've got my rib sound rods.
Explore, try things out. It's okay to say no, that's not for me. Maybe it is sometime later, but not now.
Yeah, I like that. It's okay to say no. I think that's really important, not just in kinks, but also people. Sometimes you might not have the energy and say, okay, sorry, no, not at the moment. I just need to go and have a break. Or it's always okay to say no. I think that's one of the main philosophies of kink and fetish is consent. And it's okay to say no.
Yeah.
And one thing I want to finish on is it keeps the connection going. We go to all these amazing events. It can be a struggle trying to keep some of the connection going after events because you get event drop or there's some other issues in your life that you have to deal with when that's coming on. But adding someone or following someone or getting their Telegram. The Telegram's really good. If you don't have it and you're looking to start out, especially in the pup play community, get Telegram. And connecting with them afterwards. Even if it's 4 weeks after the event, just going, hey, it was really lovely to meet you. What event are you going next? Love to chat to you again. Or just something just really passive. I think people will remember that more than trying to force something. Just going, it's lovely to meet you, and trying to keep that connection going. Because the next event, instead of knowing no one, you know one person or two people or three people. And that really helps.
Just off the back of that, one of the most useful features that I used this year for Darklands, because I had frequent times where I was like, okay, I've had enough for today. I'm going to go and chill out somewhere. Is the new iPhone feature, where if you put the top of your iPhone against the top of somebody else's iPhone, it's kind of like
you share it.
Yeah, but it swaps your contact information, which just makes life so much easier.
People put NFC tags in the hoods of their nose, or their leather men put it in their pockets, and they're like, just press my tit. Just press my tit or boot my nose or whatever, and just share that information really quickly. They're really good ideas. NFC tags aren't too expensive. I know they do cost money, and I know that there is a lot of pressure.
There is a company that does really good ones. I've got mine here. Let me just tap it against my phone so I can remember what the brand is.
Set it up to a link tree, or if the NFC does it for you, that's great.
Yep. There's
Tappy Tag. There's Kinkify that is a good like little tree, sort of like link tree. There's Pup Tree. I think there's a Pup Tree one. There's all these different things that You can just share information really quickly to people, just giving them a link or tapping their phone. It's such a good way of trying to keep that connection going. I'm not going to say I know how to do it because I'm not always the best at doing it. But sometimes from experience, I've messaged people 4 months after an event, gone, hey, I'm really sorry. I've had some stuff go on. It was really lovely to meet you. Are you going to this next event? Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to this one. Oh, I'm going to that one. Let's say hi and get a drink. Even months after, people do want connection. That's one of the things about our community. We love to connect with others.
Yeah.
Joker, is there anything you'd like to...
May I add that Insta was the thing for me to really start connecting with all those pubs, because I've been on Tumblr and then on X and tried to connect there, but it was hard to connect with other pubs on Twitter. And even after or at my first foursome, well, at the first foursome, after first foursome, pubs asked if I'm on Insta. And that's when I first registered on Insta and then connected with all those pubs. And everyone is showing pics and the selfies which they took with other pubs, tagging them, and I really got to know all those other pubs I've met there. So Insta is a big pub thing.
Yeah.
So at least for me, it was that way.
Yeah. It changes quite a lot, because when I first started, it was Twitter. Everything's now Instagram. I had an Instagram not long after I had Twitter, but there wasn't that many. I couldn't find that many pubs on it. But now there's so many pubs on Instagram. There's such an easy way to find people on Instagram. Obviously, be aware of social media and also be aware of yourself. Sometimes we need to take breaks from social media. You can get a lot of FOMO. There's a lot of negatives with social media as well, but there can be a lot of positives if you use it appropriately.
Absolutely.
Is there anything anyone likes to add about how to connect in the community? I like people telling me, oh, what about this? What about that?
Not that I can really think of.
Joker, is there anything you wanted to add? Any advice you'd give to someone who is wanting to connect in the community or is in the community and wants to connect more?
I think it's the big thing is Insta now. That's what I said before. So
No. Connect a bit more in our community. So with that, I'm going to go on to what I think would be a jingle.
Oh, for my section. Yeah.
Yes, for your section.
Welcome to Dax's Dice. Roll it, own it, share it. The dice don't judge, and neither do we. So, Joker, are you hoping for any questions today, or are you letting the dice decide your fate?
let the dice decide.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, he's being a brave boy. All right. Ooh, it's a 15.
What's 15?
15 is, what's a dynamic or role you secretly enjoy more than you expected?
More than I expected. Well, it's something you just you get into by doing, and what really I love what gets into my head, and the role maybe is just being the stupid gooner faggot. Someone else being verbal and putting me down, that gets me going. But only when I know it's from someone who I feel safe with.
Yeah.
And I really like to cover it in the words of praise and destruction. Like, you are my hot faggot. That's what gets me going.
That's hot.
It's
I like that.
praise plus destruction, because praise, you are my hot whatever.
Yeah.
But also faggot or what pig or whatever word, like the kind of destruction.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
writing notes down. Joker is a
How to get
gooner.
into Joker's head.
Use praise and then use words such as faggot, pig, etc. Okay, I've got that written down. Don't worry, Joker.
So it's a praise and degradation kink.
Yeah.
That's totally understandable. I totally get that vibe. I'm kind of similar, but it has to be specific people. Weirdly, there's some people that it just doesn't work with, and it's
No,
like,
it
okay,
doesn't
this
really.
does nothing for me. And then there's other people where it's like, I will melt like butter in your arms if you speak to me that way.
It's much about the voice.
Yes, it's all about tone, I feel.
Yeah, you stupid little faggot. Such a good boy.
That's not so bad, Quincy. That's really
Yeah! Woo!
Wow, Quincy, somebody's actually complimenting you on your voice.
I know, it's so rare. But no, that was really good. To be honest, it's always interesting learning what people get turned on by, because I think people get very anxious about it. They're like, oh, should I really be turned on by that? Do you mean? And they're like, they start feeling bad about themselves, and it's really good to share. And thank you very much, Joker, for sharing that. I have making a note of that, so I will let you know in the future.
Joker meets us at Darklands next year. It's all over for him.
It's all
gooner
over.
Brain is gonna be mush by the time we're done.
Well, the other thing is people listening to the podcast are going to know what to do as well.
Very true.
Yeah, a Joker's screwed.
sounds like fun.
Oh, poor little Joker, tied up, exposed, being called a good little faggot. No.
Oh yeah. Now I'm getting hard.
Yay!
See,
Oh, well,
it's a lot of fun getting inside someone's head, but I do need to limit myself because, again, I am a bit of a sadist, so I can get a little bit carried away. And I think that's a nice place to end it.
I think it's a nice place to end it. Well, Joker's got a happy ending. We're very happy with how it's gone today. So thank you so much for listening. It's been chaotic. It's been fun. It's been horny at times.
Oh, absolutely.
But
And I do just want to say a big thank you to Joker, because
yes,
I know going into this you were very nervous, but my God, you've done incredible. You've done fantastic, and in all honesty, yeah,
amazingly well done. It's been really enjoyable to chat to you.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me. It was. I'm happy it's over.
Yeah,
but I'm also very very happy for getting the chance to talk to you and be in this podcast.
Well, thanks for coming on.
No, it's nice.
Very happy to have you here.
So, Dax, would you like to outro us out?
Absolutely. So, thank you very much for joining us, Joker, and thank you to the listeners for tuning in this week. You've been listening to Deviant Duo. I've been Dax.
I've been Faggot Quincy.
Oh, God.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Say bye, Joker.
Bye.